Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Hi team, today we're going to be tuning into a clip from The Old Man and the Three. If y'all don't know, that is JJ Redick's old podcast channel, which it has been taken over by a bunch of NBA players, and I'm forgetting his name, I'm blanking out, but I know this guy. I was watching him on The Old Man and the Three. But the reason we're tuning in today is because Trey Murphy talks about being a mentor to Carter Bryant. And obviously they have the quote right here. I actually haven't heard this. I've been saving my reaction for a video here on Spurs Spotlight. So let's go ahead and jump into that. But before we do that, actually have one more thing. Y'all go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at Spurs Spotlight, man. If y'all haven't, I only have 300 subscribers. We have around 2.1k subs on YouTube, but only 300 subscribers on Twitter or X. So I'm trying to get my emotion up on X. Y'all go ahead and give me a follow, man. We dropped some bangers, just talking about a bunch of Spurs stuff. So if you'd like to get a little bit more Spurs content on X, y'all go ahead and give me a follow. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this video. And I'm going to move myself down here for the reaction.
Who's your mentee?
Carter Bryant.
Carter Bryant. Who's your mentee?
Carter Bryant.
Carter Bryant.
Yeah, kid from the Spurs.
We're gonna fact check with him.
What is that? What is a mentee? What is that?
Like I trust.
Yo. Your average Rocket IQ right here. This is your average Rocket player IQ. What is a mentee? All right, man.
Who's your mentee?
Carter Bryant.
Carter Bryant.
Yeah, kid from the Spurs.
We're gonna fact check with him.
What is that? What is a mentee? What is that?
Like I trust.
He's his
help
mentor.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, just try to like give him some knowledge.
How did that come about? What, he came to you or like what?
Nah, it was Nike Skills Academy. I was like one of the NBA players that came back and played, and I had seen him earlier because his trainer Olin, the guard whisperer, he used to work him out, and I knew him because of Nikhil, and so
He just mentioned the guard whisperer. That's the one who works out with Stephon Castle as well. So those videos we saw in the offseason with Carter Bryant working out, that is because he trains with him, and so does Trey Murphy. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off. Let me run that back a little bit.
him out, and I knew him because of Nikhil, and so I would see clips, and I was like, all right, this kid has a chance. Like he's gonna be pretty good because I mean he already had the size, and then he had skill with it. So I was talking to him in Nike Skills, and then we just stayed in contact, and throughout the year at Arizona, he would ask for advice and stuff like that, and I would just just try to help him through stuff, just talk to him, because I know for me, like coming up, like I would always love when older people, would spit knowledge and give me game, because it's free, like it's free knowledge, and then you get a step ahead of everybody else, and so. I'm not gonna say like he's my mentee, like I'm his mentor, but like I just try to give him advice. That's it.
You try to sneak a little bro in there, Jabari. That's big, bro. Carter Bryant. Bro's about 6'9", so that's a pretty huge low bro. But I get what he's getting at. But honestly, that is a good mentor to have. Trey Murphy, he's a very skilled NBA player. I know there were some rumors about him possibly being on the Spurs radar or whatever. A lot of fans wanted him. I wouldn't have mind getting Trey Murphy on the team as well. But I think the biggest takeaway from this video is showing Carter Bryant's hunger. Some possible challenges he could have asked him about was possibly the playing time. We know he had a very limited role in Arizona, so I could see that maybe being something that he was frustrated about, or maybe ways on how to build off his creation, because we saw a lot of flashes, but he's not known to be an offensive guy. He's still very raw, but the biggest thing for him is the defense. So building off of that, I've compared his progression to Devin Vassell a little bit, how he came in the league and was like a 3-and-D, but then he expanded on his shot creation and playmaking skills, even though Devin Vassell doesn't create a lot of space. I do think that Carter Bryant could possibly have that sort of progression, that linear progression. And I think Trey Murphy's similar to that as well, being a 3-and-D and then expanding on their game. So overall, good clip. It's nice to see him also getting some praise. He has a chance. He's going to be pretty good. But I like the fact that Carter Bryant wants to learn. But talking a little bit more about Bryant, I think the biggest question so far is he going to play, or how much is he going to play in the season? And I know this is a season where we want to get to the playoffs. We really want to win. So you don't know how much you can rely on these rookies or younger players, because we have 2 all-stars, all-NBA caliber players, along with Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and Carter Bryant is the number 13th pick. And although he's not like a second-round pick, there still is some room for him to grow. And so you're going to have to find that line on where he can get experience, but not at the price of the team's wins. And the good thing is, I think that we saw some really translatable skills from the summer league, being his defense and like his drive, his motor. I forgot who it was, but someone's compared his motor to Giannis, and I can see that being very similar. Carter Bryant's not no MVP caliber player, but just the drive, the tenacity he plays with, I can see that dog, and he has a really high motor. But the things that are going to get him on the court, as y'all know, his defense and his three-point shooting. We need shooting, and so if he can shoot 37% again in the league or better, I think that will be really good for him and get him some more playing time. His free throw percentage was 69%, but just the type of player he is, his rookie year, he's not going to shoot a lot of free throws. I don't even think he's going to shoot one a game. But if Carter Bryant wants to be on the floor, he's going to have to knock down his open threes. Because I think the skill's there, the potential's there, the defense is definitely there. So there is room for him to be playing. But if he's not knocking down his shots, I mean, the Spurs shooting is already in question right now. So they can't afford to have another guy who can't really create or shoot on the floor. You have to be able to create or shoot. And so if he's shooting, I think he should get around 19 minutes a game, just like he did at Arizona, if not somewhere around there. But ultimately, you're going to have to find the fine line to develop and win at the same time, which I think the Spurs are pretty good at doing. So with that being said, y'all be sure to leave a like. Comment down below how many minutes per game do you think Carter Bryant's going to play, or predict his stat line down below. To be quite honest, I think it's going to look almost identical to his Arizona stat line. A block a game, 35 steals in 37 games, so almost a steal a game. So I would bet my money on it looking somewhat like this, but his impact is definitely going to be there on the defensive end from day one. But until next time, y'all be sure to give me a follow on X, turn on post notifications, all that, and I will catch y'all later. I'm out.